Alright, these are the top 10 anticipated films of 2026. So let's go by the first one that's coming to my mind because yes, ladies and gentlemen, the Love Jones spinoff Nia Long, the Ren's Tate reunion we have dreamt of for decades is here. People, let me tell you, my excitement cannot be contained. I only care about 20% of what it's actually about. The only thing that matters is that they are the main leads and they will be a couple in the film. And I do mean that's all that matters, my people. Let me in the writer's room for a second. I think it's going to be about two people who each have been married before, got kids, and still find love with each other despite thinking it's over for themselves, like their love lives are done or something. That's why it's called Don't Ever Wonder, meaning don't ever wonder whether you can start over late in life. Just do it. Better yet, it could be about love that went astray and they wondered what would have been if they got together despite having lives outside of each other. And instead of wondering what could have been, they decide to do more than ponder. They decide to do what must and can be done, aka choosing to love each other and become lovers. I live, yes, in the writer's room, I know. Kidding. I will take whatever they give me, and Netflix better not mess this up or we will get a soft down pillow and throw it at one of their buildings. Anyway.
That is a wrap on Don't Ever Wonder. I'm Lorenz Tate.
And I'm Nia Long.
And we have this fantastic, wonderful movie that we're so excited for you all to see.
It's really a story about love and relationships and children and being empty nesters and all of the human things that we go through as people and as couples.
Got so we're trying
to represent.
We represent big time. We appreciate y'all.
Love y'all. Mwah.
This will be released on streaming, so I'll be watching. The next one is called I Love Boosters. The way I don't want to watch this movie, but I want to watch this movie, I have no business watching this, but I'm gonna see it anyway. I feel a temptation to see it in theaters, but I will fight the urge because it shouldn't deserve me going in person, despite that I feel the pull to see it in person, which is why I refuse to go, you feel? Anyway, I see so many recognizable faces all in one that I have every intention to see this film, but I'd rather see it at home so I can scream and shout as loud as I want. Better yet, see it at a drive-in, if it's indeed released in theaters like it seems to be. I really love the concept, especially when we hear from Demi Moore as the so-called fashion designer right here they are stealing from. It's hilarious when she calls them out because I'm thinking they may be stealing the clothes, but she's definitely stealing the fashion designs, the style from other cultures, because that's what we see now in present day. We see all these different fashion designers in the history of fashion that are in like European countries or even America who specifically steal or try to say, oh, we get ideas from other cultures, but it's purely theft without really ever giving kudos or even resources or money to the people and cultures that you take from. No acknowledgement of it, really. I feel this film is depicting that, depicting how people will be called out for doing Robin Hood stuff. Okay, well, now Robin Hood adjacent, since they are getting paid, not giving stuff for free, but Robin Hood adjacent stuff, since they are giving it for an affordable price rather than paying what can go to your portion of the rent, you know, that type of price. I always like seeing recognizable faces. Miss Taylor Page from Welcome to Derry and Axel F in here, she can act her ass off on some real as her counterparts in here can as well. My newly discovered homegirl here, Naomi Aki, Isa Gonzalez, who I literally see every year somehow, some way in something I'm watching. I legit don't know how. She just manifests. And then I saw Miss Lady here recently in His and Hers, and that show was so good, so I'm feeling positive vibes seeing her after watching that. Then we have the Don Cheadle, who don't play in nothing these days that ain't gold, as we saw recently with Fight Night, the $1 Million Heist. I think it was last year or the year before last that I saw that. Either way, I saw it when it was still a new episode each week, so yes sir, I'm sad. Not to mention Demi Moore with her crazy self. Every time I see her in a film with black people, I know she's gonna make me laugh. I was like on some real stuff, and I even saw some clips and like short reactions of that new movie she was in. She was in this bodysuit and she was dragging people. It was crazy. But if you know, you know. Comment down below if you know that movie I'm talking about. In addition to all of these people, I noticed in the trailer a recognizable face, and I will always say it's weird seeing the Chronicles of Narnia cousin here, but literally that's a core memory. I'm always gonna remember his face. I know he's been in other stuff. 99% I have never actually seen, but I know he's in stuff. He's good at what he does because this hairdo should make him look silly, but he knows how to make it work, and that's good for him. Not to mention, this film is the same people behind Sorry to Bother You, which had me gagged. So I expect a chokehold from this next film. I'm truly trying to like rock back on my heels, but then I end up going on my toes to look at this film to watch out for it, because the trailer, it's such a short trailer, but had me take a double look. So can't wait for that. On to the next, which brings us to number 3. You, Me, and Tuscany. Yes, I don't care about any details of how I'll get there, who I'll go with. I'll go alone if I have to, because I am seeing this film because Halle Bailey, yes, my Little Mermaid girl, yes. I wish her nothing but the greatest things in life. She deserves it. Yes, peace and happiness to her always. But yes, I really, really am excited to see this film. Going to do that time off, already scheduled to do that time off for this film, day of release, all that. I'm seeing it because this is juicy, I tell you, and I'm excited for it. I have no idea what to really expect. The trailer gives some idea, but again, you don't really know. And I like that they don't do too much. Don't do too much. Lay out the foundation, but don't do too much. Don't give me too much details. And it's going to be very fun to see. And then there's Homeboy from that one show. You know the show. I'm glad he's branching out, doing more stuff with other storylines rather than like a side character or a one-stop drop character. Even with Dungeons and Dragons, he wasn't really a main character. He was just there. Even in that one show he was in, it was just one season. And honestly, how could they write his character in? There's no way. And then in the other stuff I've seen him in, it's always side characters. So I'm glad he has a movie where it's about him. He is the lead. That's nice. And it's a romance on top of that. Love to see romance comedies because they don't really do that anymore. They don't really do it right. And then when they do it, it's not with black people. So I'm very... I already know it's going to be a comedy. It's going to be actual true comedy, and I'm going to eat this up and down. And even after I will go to watching the film in the movie theaters, probably will see it a second time because I know my sibling wants to see it on her birthday. So it's just the issue of whether we will see it before her birthday and on her birthday, or if we will just see it together on her birthday and I have to go alone to see it on the day of. You know what I mean? So that's number 3. And again, this is not in the order of preference. This is just in the order of whatever's coming to my head. Moving on to number 4. I may or may not go to the theater. If fellow YouTubers want to come with me and we can review it together, then yeah. Because I've met a few YouTubers on here that do what I do. So if they come with me, then maybe I'll see it. But it is called Is God Is. And this is with Janelle Monáe. It's with Vivica Fox. It's with Sterling K. Brown. And I'm curious how this will be because I do see that they're trying to have that representation of those that, have been burned before, even though it might not be in the most positive of light. Some would say, some could argue. It is about growth. It is about knowing what you want to do to avenge yourself. To me, it's like a vengeance story. It's growth because there's a bit of unsurety of what they want to do. Because they're going on this not adventure, but on this thing to take care of something their mother instructed them to do. Take care of something that, in a way, they have every right to do. It's almost like a form of justice. But at the same time, we don't know what this journey will unfold. That's why I feel like it's a growing journey. I feel that the trailer is a little bit misleading because it's not just about going after somebody that wronged you. It's about to try to seek for something. See if this is what you want. Because for me, I don't really believe they're going to actually hurt anybody. You know what I'm saying? I could be wrong. But again, it has a whole bunch of people. It even has Erica Alexander in it. And I'm so excited to see her because she's just coming back to movies to me. The last one she was in that I saw was American Fiction with our homeboy right here. But with this movie, again, I'm curious. Don't know if I would go to the theaters for it. I probably will wait for it to go on streaming just because I can't imagine sitting up and watching. Again, it takes a lot for me to go to the theaters, people. And it is coming out this year, so it seems like it's out of the box, like they really thought about this. And again, Janelle Monáe, Erica Alexander, yes. So that's number 4. Moving on to number 5. Is Mononoke the movie The God of Serpents? You thought this was just going to be about human movies. No, this is also about animated movies. And I really, really love the first 2 Manake installments. This will be the final one, they said, and I'm very, very excited because the last one, ooh, girl, was so buck wild. And I'm glad that they have another one coming because these are really good movies, really, really good. And to me, I wish this was a show so that it was ongoing and continuous, because the Monoke, the Ashes of Rage, Monoke, the Phantom in the Rain, they were really good. They were really good, and I'm excited about the last one, The God of Serpents. I know that this is not something that's released in theaters typically. It's released, every time I saw it, it was on a streaming platform, but I'm curious about whether this will be released in streaming again, or it's going to be on theaters. Yeah, going to number 6. I really want to talk about this. To me, it's not necessarily better than the other movies. It's just the most one I'm actually very, 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 very curious about, because it's called They Will Kill You. Oh my goodness. So this is the woman that we saw in a couple of movies. She played in Deadpool, she played in They Harder They Fall, and then of course, you know, Malfoy up in here. I'm like, wow, it's just fun to see him and other stuff. But regardless, this is the same director of It and everything, so I'm actually very interested, because we saw him with the It show when he had black people in there, and normally I wouldn't watch it. I'm not really interested. I need a referral, always a referral from a friend, family, or somebody that I trust, saying, hey, if it's gonna be good, you should watch it. And then I said, oh wait, you want me to watch it too? And they're like, yes. And then they share it with me, and I'm like, okay, the show wasn't bad. Because that's the thing, unless it's a referral saying, yes, oh, guess what, it's gonna have us in it, we in it. I'm like, define we. Is it gonna be more? Is it 1? Because if it's 1, I'm not interested. 2, not interested. 3, maybe. But again, do they have lines? Do they have actual character to them? Actual character growth? Are they nice? Or is it just BS? Or is it just like basically clickbait just for me to watch it, and then it turns out it's just off the wall and not really good? So I really was impressed by the It director and how he did the It show. Welcome to not Mayberry. What's it called? Welcome to Derry. Sorry, Mayberry Dairy. It sounds so similar. But yes, I wasn't disappointed by the show because it actually had a substantial amount of diversity. It actually had significance. It actually had story, heart, and it actually made sense, right? It wasn't just black people being there just to be black. And they actually had growth to them. But I also am interested in the film not only because the actress, Malfoy and him, and the director. I'm interested because this is not your typical damsel in distress. She's like, oh my God, what is going on? I'm going to have to harm people and not used to it. This woman, according to this trailer, she did time. You know what I'm saying? Like, I thought it was going to be something off the wall. I thought, okay, surely there's a supernatural reason why she can hold her own. And it turns out it's just because she did time. I said, okay, wow. But anyway, so really, really interested to see it. I wonder if it's going to have another twist, like if there's something with her ancestry or something with somewhere along the way something happened where like someone put a blessing on her, because you should go see the trailer for yourself to know what it's about in full. But it's something that I'm very looking forward to. I'm on the fence of whether I should wait until it comes on streaming or whether I should go to the movies, because I'm not just going to the movies just to go, you know, it has to rock my world. It has to be something worth the transportation costs and the cost of this, you know, the prices. You know, you see it out here in these streets. It's not something that's not cheap. It's something you invest. You are investing time, money, and resources to see this. So yes, you want to make sure it's good. And I just want to hear some of the reviews first before I go in there and just jump on and say, oh yes, let me give the benefit of the doubt just in case. I trust the It director to not be wasteful of a story like this, to not be lazy with it. But again, if there's one thing he's good at, it's making sure that there's a sufficient amount of jumps, you know, not the jump scares, but yeah, and that the storyline is not stupid. But we have to wait and see, because this is not about a clown, and this is about an actual, you know, whole storyline and everything about people, you know, trying to, you know, make us, you know, I don't want to say the word because YouTube's crazy these days about YouTubers saying stuff, but this is about a girl that will not back down. She's got something for these people trying to harm her, and I'm here for it. Now, to me, there was there was not a lot spoiled. Some people were in the chat saying, "Oh, we saw the whole movie," in the comments section of the video of the trailer. But to me, nah, we didn't really see the whole movie because we don't really know what this entails. We don't know if she's gonna make it out. We hope she does, and if she makes it out, what does that mean? Like, is someone gonna be following her? Is this a ready or not situation? Because I got that. I got some of that ready or not energy a little bit. But again, there's always more to the story than what we think. Even in Ready or Not, I did see that film, kind of, not really. I worked at a cinema once, and as I was cleaning as we were required, or as we go in there to check the auditorium check, making sure people not recording, make sure people ain't eating, that's not from our snack bar, I noticed the ending and I thought, oh wow, I did not expect the ending. So it just goes to show, just because a trailer show something doesn't mean that's all there is. I know we're in a world right now where people love to spoil the ending, and I know WB that's in charge of it loves to just spoil anything that has to do with black people in it. Like they like Sinners, the way that they did Sinners dirty, oh my goodness, with the trailer. Like, how dare you give all that away? You could have left it at the teaser, you could have left so many things out, but no, like it was not. Oh, they're guilty of doing bad things, you know what I mean? So I'm hoping this is not going to be the case with this. It's most likely not, because the guy that is the director, as I mentioned, he's someone that's just going to bow down to a company. He's going to do whatever he wants and probably not allow them to spoil anything really. But yeah, and I know I spent 6 minutes on it, but then there's the next one, number 7, Street Fighter. Now it's already throwing me off because I you know who in it, but I'm curious because it has Andrew Koji from Warrior, and I really liked him in there most of the time. Like, for the first 2 seasons it was cool. Third season iffy, but it was cool, even though it left you on a little cliffhanger. But I am curious about this because I've heard of Street Fighter. I've never seen another movie or anything, or even played the video game. I know my sibling had it when she was younger, but never really knew about the world. But curious to see the film. Again, I will probably most definitely wait for it to become streaming, because there's just no motivation to go see it, because it's iffy these days. I don't trust certain adaptations from video games, like the one that there's going to be a Mortal Kombat 2. Definitely will not see that in theaters. Was so glad I didn't see it the first time in theaters, because that would have been a waste of my time. But again, this one, Street Fighter, I am anticipating to see this because the trailer looks nice. It's promising. Now, number 8. So The Mandalorian and Grogu, you best believe streaming, because I'm not really at good talks with Disney right now, but love me some Grogu, love me the child, love me Baby Yoda right now, because really my default is always calling him Baby Yoda. But definitely, again, we'll get that free trial once it's on streaming, because it's my baby, and we'll cancel that free trial like it's the thing to do, or see it how I see it, on other methods. Cough. And I have seen past seasons, through my methods and free trials. But I'm really curious why they made a movie. I don't know if this was just like a last minute idea to keep making money for, because the show got canceled, or however that went. But I am curious of what they're doing with this movie, like what's going on, because they know the fan base is big for it. That's why they have it on there. And I think that by calling it The Mandalorian and Grogu, they're trying to force people to accept that it's not Baby Yoda, but people are still calling Baby Yoda regardless. We do not care. And I'm surprised it's coming out in May so soon, because it was just the other day, it felt like, where they were announcing it, and now it's here. I'm surprised. I know it probably took a long time, and I'm just not, so much has happened. We'll see it on that free trial. We'll not go in theaters. I just won't. You can't even pay me to go see it in theaters, because Disney boycott it down. Okay, continuing with at number 9, you know it, you love it, the Super Mario Galaxy movie. Yes, with your boy Yoshi. Love that. Love the baby. Let me tell you something. When the first one came out, I went in there not expecting anything. I just heard it made a lot of money. I'm like, okay, let me see it. It came on a streaming platform. I said, let me go watch this. So definitely want to see the second movie. And this is the type of movie that you can't say for sure you won't go and see it in theaters, because it's age appropriate. it's unlikely you will go there and leave disappointed, because this is supposed to cater to all audiences. And when it caters to all audiences, it really goes ham in making sure not only is it like kid appropriate, or most of the jokes will go over kids' heads, but it will do everything in its power to make adults laugh, like give that little giggle, because it's not trying too hard with comedy. It's just like that subtle, cute, pure comedy. And then of course the whole video game aspect of it being based on that video game of the Mario Brothers, and how wonderful it is, because it sells itself. It's Mario Brothers, but not only that, it has that feel of authenticity to it outside of the game, because you have to animate it and make it look good, and then you have to give a good story, and you have to make it modern, because they are making that the brothers are modern day people, like it's in this current time period rather than back in the day. So they are able to do that because I don't think they overthink it. That's the thing, they don't overthink it. And last but definitely not least, number 10, Supergirl. Now, I did not see Superman, the new Superman, because you get tired. I've had like 4 different Supermans since I was born. I'm over the Superman phase. But Supergirl hasn't really had that type of media attention, and the Supergirl show that came out just got bored after the first season. Didn't bother with that. Couldn't tell you anything about the story. But the movie, I am interested not only because the Supergirl in here is depicting younger than me, but also she's not so on the shelf preferred toy box type of Supergirl. You know what I'm saying? Like, she's not just someone that's this character that's made to be likable. For me, Supergirls of the past were made to be likable, made to be something other little girls can look up to. And to me, because they were so consumed in that, they didn't really make Supergirl likable, if that makes sense. Like the last Supergirl I really liked, because there's only like two in the last 2 decades that have been done. The one from Smallville, liked her Supergirl enough. She wasn't someone I would go see a movie for, that Supergirl. But this one that they released, that they're coming out with, it's nice. I might go to a drive-in to see it, or again, might wait until streaming. Maybe go to the movie theater, maybe not if it's someone's birthday, if it's a special occasion, or if someone really wants to see it, or because if it's just there, I'm in the mall and I'm like, it's here, I have time, I have resources, I'm here, might as well, because I'm anticipating it. I'm interested in this new Supergirl. She's actually more down to earth. I wouldn't say she's more moody or anything. I wouldn't say it's because she's like above it all. No, it's because she's someone that's relatable in the sense that she feels kind of alone, because she's one of only 2 that are like her and her cousin. She can't be under her cousin all the time, around him all the time. So in regards to females, she's the only one that's a female that's like her. She's her, so she's kind of alone, dealing with wanting to be bothered with living and everything. I'm glad that they're emphasizing that and showing the whole mental health around that. And they're even taking it off Earth. That's what I like. They're not just making it just about Earth. Because that's more like Superman's thing. There, she's going off Earth, and that's where I would like to see how that's explored. I kind of like this whole new development thing that they're doing with the Superman world, how they're not really focused on Superman as much anymore. They're being more daring, and with Superman, they actually included the dog. Like they're actually including things that have gone years without ever being included. So that's nice, a new refreshing thing. I'm not into Superman, but I'm definitely curious of how they'll do Supergirl redeveloped, because they're being really bold with trying to do a movie. So I'm kind of curious how that movie will turn out. Yep. Yeah, so just to recap, these are the 10 films I am anticipating for 2026. I am very much looking forward to them in their own way, some more than others. Some definitely won't go to the movies, some on the fence about, some definitely. You, Me, and Tuscany, definitely number 1 that I will be go seeing. And then of course there are others that I mentioned. Supergirl is a maybe. Mario Brothers, maybe. They Will Kill You, maybe. It's depending. It depends on if the stars align and the like. And then of course the other films, most likely, probably, definitely not. But but those are the top 10 I am anticipating. And that's all I have for today. Make sure to like, comment, subscribe. You never know what I'm gonna post nowadays. And feel free to check out my other channel. The link is in the description of this video. It's all about anime and animation if you're interested in that. And thank you, as always. Stay tuned.